You work in a busy office and you're busy. You know you should build a little physical activity into your schedule. You have a gym membership, but finding time to get to the gym is difficult. Unfortunately, you're not getting younger. This busy lifestyle is catching up. You're a little heavier than you want to be, and your numbers are not so healthy. You know you are at risk. You need to move more. What if exercising is not the fix? A group of researchers from New Zealand think more exercise is not the solution per se. Instead of adding exercise, they recommend subtracting sitting. They did it in a group of office workers, and it worked like a charm. Join us for this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV as we learn the secret to better health is to sit less, not exercise more. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. The team enlisted the help of Dunedin office workers between the ages of 18 and 40, living and or working in the vicinity of the University of Otago. To be part of the study, the participants had to be healthy, a non-smoker, and sedentary at work and at home. Only folks clocking up less than 2.5 hours of physical activity were eligible. Ultimately, 42 ladies and 28 gentlemen signed up for the challenge. And it was a challenge. The officing part was relatively easy. Participants arrived at the university between 7:30 and 8 a.m. in a fasted state, and shortly thereafter began 9 hours of officing. Officing options included reading, watching TV, or working on a laptop computer while sitting. Whilst officing, the participants were served 3 meals at 1, 4, and 7 hours. The meals were a meal replacement shake, formulated to give 0.46 grams of fat, 0.54 grams of protein, and 1.12 grams of carbohydrate per kilogram of body weight. The challenging part? The blood draws and treadmills. Lots of blood draws. To make it easier, blood samples were taken from a venous cannula at the start of the study and then on the hour. Every hour for 9 hours. Ouch! And at 30 and 45 minutes following each dinner. Sessions on a treadmill were used to subtract from the sitting. Now, each participant experienced one of 3 scenarios in random order. Scenario 1, sitting for 9 hours. Now, in case you're wondering, bathroom trips were permitted. Scenario 2, sitting for 15 minutes. Then a treadmill walk for 30 minutes, followed by sitting for the remaining 8 hours and 15 minutes. Scenario 3, interrupted sitting, specifically every 30 minutes. This adds up to 18 interruptions of 1 minute and 40 seconds. Now, the physical activity in scenarios 2 and 3 were designed to be the same. 30 minutes of walking, allowing the team to compare the benefits of the two approaches. In reality, they aren't the same. You work up much more of a sweat walking for 30 minutes than you do walking for a minute or two. And for the record, walking is not as strenuous as a Zumba class or a game of tennis. So, what happened? Well, less sitting was much better at keeping sugar and insulin levels in check. All those blood draws allowed the team to plot the sugar and insulin levels across the 9 hours. They then turned the bumps and dips into a single number, which represents the shape of the curve. The single number is known as the area under the curve. As expected, scenario number 1, the just sitting numbers were the highest. The average AUC for glucose was 48.8 and the AUC for insulin was 3,337. In scenario 2, the 30 minutes of moderate physical activity didn't move the dial much on glucose, but insulin levels were lower. The winning strategy was the interrupted sitting. The AUC for glucose dropped by 39% and the AUC for insulin dropped by 26%. Interrupted sitting beats moderate physical activity when it comes to creating better body chemistry. So you should do it. Set the timer on your phone and strut your stuff. Stand up for fitness every 30 minutes or so you create better body chemistry and optimize your health. Interested in discovering more ways to create better body chemistry? Visit our website at www.betterbodychemistry.com. Browse our library or enroll in one of our courses or programs. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. Know someone who is sedentary and can't find the time to exercise? Share this video with them so they understand health begins with sitting less. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you catch future episodes of Better Body Chemistry TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health.